Hello champions, welcome to the next lecture on the IIT JAM 2026 Mathematics. Today, I will explain you how you can solve the differentiability questions with the help of the shortcut tricks. Myself Dr. Harish Garg. You can follow and subscribe my YouTube channel where you can find the previous videos such as continuity, limits, continuity of the two variable maxima, minima and complete IIT JAM solutions with the help of the shortcut tricks. Now, before I just start this video, I must recommended you that you must watch about my these 3 lectures. You can see that more than 50 plus question is explained in the each video. Fine. And the questions which was asked in the IIT JAM 2026, I already explained in these 3 videos. चलिए पहला क्वेश्चन डिस्कस करते हैं. F is a differentiable function such that the derivative value is given to you. Which one of the following is a possible value? Look at the word possible. They are not asking you the exact value. Fine. तो कौन सा रिजल्ट काम आता है जब आपके पास डेरिवेटिव हो एंड द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द टू फंक्शंस. I can use the LMV theorem, Lagrange mean value theorem. That means f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a, which is equal to f dash of C. ये तो रूल था where C is lies between two open interval 2 and 3. As a function is defined on the open interval 1, 4, 2, 3 is a subset of 1, 4. So I can write this value is f of C minus pi of C whole square plus pi. ये तो बनेगा ना. And the left hand side क्या बन गया? f of 3 minus f of 2. अब ध्यान से स्टेटमेंट पढ़िए. आपका टारगेट है पॉसिबल वैल्यू निकालना, नॉट एज द एग्जैक्ट वैल्यू. तो पॉसिबल वैल्यू क्या है? बिकॉज ऑफ दिस स्क्वायर द क्वांटिटी इज ऑलवेज अ पॉजिटिव नंबर, सो दैट मीन्स दिस नंबर इज ऑलवेज ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल टू पाई. तो ऑप्शन चेक कर लेते हैं जिसका आंसर पाई से बड़ा है, दैट विल बी द आंसर. पहला ऑप्शन करेक्ट हो गया. दिस नंबर इज 3.14, दैट इज 1.57 प्लस 0.33 विच इज नॉट ग्रेटर देन पाई. सिमिलरली से पाई माइनस तब भी पॉसिबल नहीं है. इट्स 1.57 प्लस 0.5 विच इज नॉट ग्रेटर देन पाई. ए इज द राइट आंसर ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम. कितने सेकंड लगे आपको सॉल्व करने के लिए? द सेम वे आई ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन इन माई डिफरेंशियबिलिटी लेक्चर्स, यू मस्ट वॉच इट. चलिए लुक एट द नेक्स्ट वन. एफ इज अ नॉन कॉन्स्टेंट कंटिन्यूस फंक्शन such that f of 1 is equal to f of 9. कौन सा रिजल्ट काम आता है when the end points values are same? You can use either as the Rolle's theorem, fine, or as the intermediate value theorem. This result is used for finding the roots, fine. But you can see the Rolle's theorem, इसके लिए आपको क्या चाहिए? The function must be differentiable. Is there anything is given about the differentiability? Nothing is given to you about the differentiability. That means Rolle's theorem is not applicable. Function is continuous given, but function is not differentiable. होगा नहीं होगा, we never know about that. So that means I can apply the intermediate value theorem. उसका क्या purpose था? You can find the 2 points such that f of a is greater than 0, f of b less than 0. Then there must exist the one c in the interval open interval a comma b such that f of c will be 0. Fine. तो यही रूल हम इस एग्जाम्पल में सॉल्व करेंगे. So I can define for the first case, I can define g of x is f of x minus f of x plus 1. तो अगर मैं ये प्रूफ कर दूं इस डोमेन में g of 4 is greater than 0, g of 8 is less than 0, what does it means? There means there exists some c such that g of c will be 0. तो ये कंडीशन बन जाएगी ना इससे. So let's finding the value of the g4 and g of 8. Fine. तो g4 की वैल्यू कितनी होगी? That is f4 minus f5, f of 8 minus f of 9. Fine. इन दोनों की वैल्यू सेम है. So let's assume that this value will be the 0. आप अपनी तरफ से 2 भी ले सकते हो, 3 भी ले सकते हो, चॉइस आपकी है. Now what is the value of the F4? What is the value of the F5? What is the value of the F8? Are they given to you? No. Fine. So choice on you. I can choose f of 4 is my 2, f of 4 3 5 is my 3, f of 8 is my 4. If I substitute the value, f4 minus is less than 0, f of 8 minus f of 9 4, which is greater than 0. So therefore IVT theorem is applicable. Fine. So I can find the 1c such that g of c will be 0. That means f of c is equal to f of c plus 1. फाइन. तो इसके अकॉर्डिंग ये ऑप्शन करेक्ट हो जाएगा. बट स्टेटमेंट को ध्यान से पढ़िए. द स्टेटमेंट सेड नेसेसरी ट्रू. इज इट ऑलवेज अ ग्रेटर देन अ लेस देन? इज इट ऑलवेज? इट मे और मे नॉट बी. अगर मैं इसकी वैल्यू 21 ले लूं, फाइन, तो ये पहला नंबर क्या हो जाएगा आपका? 21 माइनस 3 विच इज अ पॉजिटिव. तो जब दोनों ही नंबर पॉजिटिव आ गए, सो कैन यू अप्लाई द आईवीटी थ्योरम? नो. तो अगर आईवीटी थ्योरम नहीं अप्लाई करी, दैट मीन्स देयर इज नो रूट. फाइन. तो इफ देयर इज नो रूट, दैट मीन्स जी ऑफ सी इज माई नॉन जीरो. सो दैट मीन्स द फर्स्ट ऑप्शन इज द कैंसल बिकॉज ऑफ द वर्ड नेसेसरी. क्लियर? नाउ लुक एट द सेकेंड ऑप्शन. Second option is instead of the x plus 1, it's a x plus 2 and my interval is 3 and 7. Fine. So my target is to find the 3 and 7. So that number is f of 3 minus f of 5, f of 7, f of 9. So again you can see there is no restriction on the f3, f4, f5, f6 and so on. So I can assume f3 is my 21, f5 is my 3, f7 is my 4. So clearly say both the numbers are my positive. So no IVT theorem is applicable. Fine. Similarly, I can do for the third case. Fine. So in the third case, it's a x plus 3 and your points are 2 and 6. So clearly say it's a f of 2, f of 5 and f of 6 and f of 9. So again, if I choose the value of the f of 2, f of 5 and f of 6, both are my positive. So no IVT theorem is applicable. अब एक ही ऑप्शन बचा, that must be correct option. Fine. And how we can see? It's a 1 and 5. Fine. What is that? G of 1, f of 1, f of 5, g of it's a f of 5 and f of 9, because f9 and f1 both are same. So if you see, what is the meaning of that? G of 1 must be minus g of 5. So what does the meaning? अगर g5 आपका पॉजिटिव है तो g1 must be negative, or vice versa. If f1 is my g1 is my positive, then g5 is my negative. So yes, IVT theorem is applicable. So there exists a c such that g of c must be 0. So the right answer is D is the correct answer of the problem. Okay, which of the following statement is false? F is a function from R to R. F is a polynomial of degree at most 5. Fine. At most 5. So I can choose F is my x5. So polynomial of degree 5, then the sixth derivative is 0 always. Fine. क्योंकि अगर डिग्री 5 है तो उसका सिक्स्थ डेरिवेटिव इज ऑलवेज अ 0. सो द फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज माई ट्रू स्टेटमेंट, बट वी नीड अ फॉल्स स्टेटमेंट. तो ए ऑप्शन विल बी कैंसल. लुक एट द सेकेंड वन. एफ ऑफ द सिक्स्थ डेरिवेटिव विल बी 0. फाइन. नाउ इफ यू इंटीग्रेटिंग ऑन द बोथ साइड, what will happen? F is a polynomial of degree at most 5. फाइन. डिग्री 4 भी हो सकती है. लाइक अगर मैं ये कहूं कि x4 plus 1, इसका भी तो फिफ्थ सिक्स्थ डेरिवेटिव 0 है, पर हाईएस्ट डिग्री क्या होगी? इफ यू इंटीग्रेट 6 टाइम ऑन द बोथ साइड, द डिग्री इज एट मोस्ट 5. तो इसका मतलब दैट स्टेटमेंट इज ऑल्सो करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट. फाइन. तो बी ऑप्शन इज ऑल्सो कैंसल आउट. नाउ लुक एट द थर्ड ऑप्शन. If the first derivative will be 0 second derivative will be 0, and so on. The fifth derivative is my 0, and the sixth derivative is my positive. Fine. Now you can see what is the n? 6 is the even. So you have the two cases always. Once this is even, if the even derivative is my positive, then we will get the minimum point. If the even derivative is my less than 0, then we will get the maximum point. So now you can see that number is my positive, so we will get always as the even, always as the local minimum. Yes, the third option is also the correct option. On the other hand, if my odd derivative is non-zero, fine, say non-zero, then we will get neither maxima nor minima. We will get neither maxima nor minima. Fine. So यहाँ पे देखो, seventh derivative is my non-zero. Fine. So then it has a local maxima. That's a false statement. Fine. And that is called as the D is the right answer of the problem. आप इसको इस तरह से भी समझ सकते हो. If I consider the example is say x4, तो आप क्लियरली देख सकते हो इसका ग्राफ यही बनेगा ना. फाइन. और फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव कितना हो जाएगा इसका? 4x3. फाइन. तो x इज इक्वल टू 0 क्या हो गया आपका? क्रिटिकल पॉइंट. देन यू कैन फाइंड द सेकेंड डेरिवेटिव. It is my 12x square. So clearly say at the point 0, so we can never say the maxima minima. We can find the higher derivative until it becomes a non-zero. 24x, again at the point 0 is a 0. Fourth derivative, which is 24, and it is my non-zero. Now clearly say n is equal to 4 is my even. So once it is even, you have the two cases. The first case is if the derivative is greater than 0, we get the minimum point. If it is less than 0, we get the maximum point, and the derivative is positive. Therefore x is equal to 0 is my minimum point. और वो ग्राफिकली से भी उतना ही है. On the other hand, अगर मैं आपसे एग्जाम्पल ले लूँ x3, the first derivative will be 3x square, and clearly say x is equal to 0 is the critical point. Then you can find the second derivative, 6x. At the point x is equal to 0, the answer is 0. We can find the third derivative, which is my non-zero, but 3 is my odd number. So that means x is equal to 0 is neither the maximum point nor the minimum point. और अगर आप इसका ग्राफ बनाओ, you all knows 0 is the point of the inflection. चलिए look at this next one. Which of the following functions are differentiable at x is equal to 1? We all knows mod of x minus a is not differentiable at x is equal to a. यही तो रूल होता है. Fine. Now you can see the function is not differentiable at x is equal to 1. पहला ऑप्शन कट गया. इस वाली लाइन को भी मैं लिख सकता हूं x plus 1, x minus 1. तो clearly say the function is not differentiable at x is equal to 1. Greatest integer. Fine. Greatest integer functions are not continuous at integers, are not continuous at x equal to 1, not continuous at x equal to 2, and so on. तो अगर function are my not continuous, that implies function is not differentiable at x equal to 1, at x equal to 2, and so on. So that option is also cancelled. The only left option C is the right answer of the problem. And you can see also why this is a differentiable. First of all, you can check about the continuity. Mod x को मैं ये भी लिख सकता हूँ ना. I can take as a x square is less than 1. Fine. तो continuity में because mod x को मैं क्या लिख सकता हूँ? Root of x square. So I can take a squaring on the both side. Fine. तो आप देखो लिमिट फिल करके देख लो तो क्या हो गया 1 into e की पावर -1. That's the function is continuous. Fine. तो अगर फंक्शन कंटिन्यूस है डिफरेंशिएबिलिटी की आप डेफिनेशन लगा दो. सो दैट विल बी 2x e रेज़ टू पावर x स्क्वायर माइनस 2x क्यूब e रेज़ टू पावर माइनस x स्क्वायर. और आप इसमें फिल करोगे वैल्यू, यू विल गेट e रेज़ टू पावर -1 इज द राइट आंसर. Okay, which of the following? Okay, find the value of the del dz by d fine. There are the two methods. Fine. फर्स्ट मेथड क्या है कि आप इस x की वैल्यू यहां पे फिल कर दो, y की वैल्यू यहां पे फिल कर दो एंड देन फाइंड द डेरिवेटिव्स. फाइन. पर लेकिन जैसे आप फिल करोगे आपको कैलकुलेशन लेंथी का हो जाएगा आपका. फाइन. सो आई कैन चूज द चेन रूल. चेन रूल क्या कहता है? आपको z का निकालना है विद रिस्पेक्ट टू थीटा. z इज डिपेंडेंट ऑन x, z is dependent on y, and then you can find the v. Fine. Now you can find the values. What is the partial derivative of x with respect to theta? 2. What is the partial derivative of y with respect to theta? -1. Partial derivative of z with respect to x, it's a -4 sine of 4x plus 5y. Fine. And it's a -5 sine of 4x plus 5y. So आपका आंसर कितना हो जाएगा बाय द चेन रूल? फाइन. एक तो आप जेड से लेके थीटा पे कैसे पहुंच सकते हो आप? वन वे इज दिस साइड. फाइन. सो दैट इज माइनस ऑफ 8 साइन ऑफ 4x प्लस, और दूसरी तरफ से प्लस 5 ऑफ साइन. फाइन. अब आप सब्स्टिट्यूशन कर दो वैल्यू एट द पॉइंट पाई बाय 4. तो पहले पाई बाय 4 पे x की वैल्यू कितनी होगी आपकी? पाई होगी. फाइन. और y की वैल्यू कितनी होगी? y will be minus pi over 2. So I can substitute here. So it's a times sine of 4x plus 5y. That's a 4 pi minus 5 pi by 2. 8 minus 5, 3 pi over 2 plus 5 sine of 3 pi over 2, and sine of 270 is my -1 plus 5 of -1. 8 minus 5, 3 is the right answer of the problem. If f of x is given to you, your target is to find the derivative. Fine. So x यहां पे लिखा हुआ है, तो इस वाले पार्ट की पहले इंटीग्रेशन सॉल्व कर लेते हैं. तो क्या हो जाएगा? e raised to power minus half is outside, e raised to power minus root is outside. Integration of the 1 minus t square. Fine. I can substitute the upper and lower limit. It's a log of y minus log of y cube divided by 3 of dy. Fine. Now your target is to find the derivative. So I can apply the L'Hopital. No, sorry. I can apply the Leibniz rule. Fine. तो सबसे पहले partial derivative of the function with respect to x, तो 0 हो जाएगा. I can substitute the upper limit 1 by root 2. Fine. Log of e power sin x minus sin cube x divided by 3 into derivative of e raised to power sin x into cos x. Fine. और 0 के साथ 0 हो जाएगा. Now your target is to find the pi by 4. So that will be 1. Sine of pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. It's a 1 over 2. Fine. 1 over it's a 2 20 कितना हो जाएगा? 6 root 2. Fine. e raised to power plus 1 by root 2 into 1 by root 2. So ये वैल्यू तो कट गई आपकी. root 2 will be the common. So 1 over 2 is outside. 1 minus 1 over 6. So 5 over 6. 5 over 12 is the right answer. So write in the one decimal places. 0.4 is the correct answer of the problem. Fine. सिर्फ मैं एक ही चीज बार बार कहूंगा. You must watch about my these 3 lectures and you will get the answers in a reasonable 15-second time. उम्मीद करता हूं you will like and comment on this video. If you want to join with me, you can scan and join my free WhatsApp group. Till then, I will upload the next video very soon. Best wishes to everyone. Happy learning, students. Thanks for the watch.